look at that trailer as well, and that was so freaking cool, Dia.
Yeah, very exciting. Very nice storytelling. I liked the way that we followed Akken, and I really liked the song we were both talking about it at the start. That actually really grabbed my attention. So I mean, I'm very excited to see what the next season brings. And Fuse was hot.
Little bit of Alter love in there as well.
Yeah, Alter was looking really good. I don't know if you've seen the recent Alter skins, also looking really cool. But I do have to agree on Fuse. Fuse was looking very hot. Shout out my boy Walter Fitzroy.
So hopefully you guys are as excited for season 24 as we are, as we prepare for our Sapporo showdown. Another quick shout as well. You guys heard Rain talking about it during that elimination round 1 bracket. We do have Sim competing in our showdown as well, and Vicky is in the booth with them right now. I feel like she's got to be losing her mind.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She changed her shirt. She's
To a
wearing
Sim shirt.
a fan shirt because she loves them so much. I do too. I'm kind of jealous, honestly.
Well, if you're looking just right down there, you just pop on over to her booth. You can go say hi.
I might have to.
Let the record show we all did look.
you couldn't see it, but everyone's trying to figure out where exactly that is all happening. As we get a chance to take a look at all of our amazing Japanese creators. Everybody getting set up right now for this showdown. Could they really, though, have prepared for the modes that we're about to throw them into?
I think the best way that you could have prepared is to qualify, which is a weird thing to say because most people didn't qualify. Most people were just invited. But some people up here actually did qualify by playing through some rounds in the fan stage. So I think that those people who managed to show up to the event and then play some 1v1s in order to make it here are probably also the ones that have the best shot because they've played the most Apex in the last couple of days. We've all been sitting here watching a lot of Apex, and that's very cool, but I don't think it's about to win you any TDMs.
Absolutely, they're warm, and I'm very excited to see the demons that Japan has to offer going against some of our peers. I'm just looking forward to seeing all these people that we talk to behind the scenes just, oh, I've hit Masters, I've hit Diamond, I've hit Pred. Onset flexes a Pred badge. Does he actually have what it takes when he gets into that arena?
I would like to go on the record as stating that Gaskin also did want me to let everybody know that when it comes to the legacy side of things, he did hit Pred in Season 2 and feels like that's relevant specifically for this showdown.
It actually kind of is relevant.
He wanted me to say it.
It's weird that the time that you peaked all the way back then, now people call you washed, but here in this moment, you're actually born for this. Like, Gaskin might perform. I don't know. What if he still has it?
He's been waiting his whole life for this moment.
Also, do we know if Onset is in MNK jail?
I don't know.
Oh.
I think he might be.
He's sitting pretty far back. He might have a roller in his hand.
He just had a controller in his hand.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wave at him and see.
I'm gonna go look.
He's locked in.
I'm gonna go look.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You go look. We'll be
go.
here. You go do that. Check in on Onset. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because it matters. If Vicky was talking about not having her specific roller for this, and then she had already started saying, you know, if it doesn't go well, it's because
But we have the Battle Beavers.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I think she was just trying to come up with an in-case situation, but they've got a pretty stacked squad for TDM, but like you were saying, you've got Graceful on the other side of things. A little dangerous.
Yeah, I do want to report back. Onset is using a controller. I had a little look of disappointment. I am a controller player myself, but I gave him a look of disappointment, and he seemed confused. But I hope he got the message.
Well, as long as we know that he's set up for success here in the showdown, and then all they really have to do is try to work together in the TDM. As far as the solos goes, there could very much be one of our creators, or like you're saying, the people that played it and that could just absolutely take everybody down.
Yeah, I mean, there are also some folks up here that have experience across now multiple creator showdowns that we've run over the last couple of lands. So there's a chance that gives you a bit of a competitive edge as well. I mean,
Zoom in! The Zoom!
I gotta say it. What a beautiful man. Honestly. What a beautiful man.
Yes, yes. Fantastic looking glasses there.
The
on
dead
Gaskin.
eyes into the camera really got me.
He was prepared, Dia. It was his moment. He was going to take it.
I do want to go back to something you just talked about, though, Dia, saying that, you know, some of these people have experience playing in previous lands, and there's a man that I have my eyes on, and that is Mr. Dunk.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
He did play
you're
at
right.
the Split 2 playoffs in Germany, but unfortunately for him, the highlight of his time there was getting absolutely dunked on, pun intended, by Fade. I just think that's relevant to bring up.
I think so.
I am wondering now that
We should show the clip again.
Yeah, I wish we could show the clip. I don't know if we have it. If we do, somebody play it, please, because that'd be fantastic. But I am interested to see, you know, that was a movement demon, a really good player who absolutely just slapped him. I'm wondering, does Japan have many movement demons who are also going to do the same? Or can he overcome those demons and his past failures and maybe, you know, slap somebody else and get his own Twitter clip?
Did Germany send him into a massive training arc?
Yes.
He just spiraled after, had to get as good as possible
Doug's
to prepare
gonna
for
be
the next
wall jumping
showdown.
this entire time.
He hasn't been making content behind the scenes. He's been grinding Apex Legends for this.
Respect,
Yes.
honestly. Okay? He might win one of the prizes. Because there are prizes at the end of this. There's merch prizes at the end of this.
Really?
Now you're regretting casting, you want to go play, right?
Yeah, no.
I volunteered to play and they put me up here. I do think it's because everybody was a little scared of
Too
me out there.
dangerous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
obviously.
you know, well, I don't know.
That's what you get for being a threat, you know? That's your own fault.
Do we
really.
get merch prizes?
No.
Okay. Well.
Because you have to win. You only get a prize if you win, obviously. And since we're not even competing, we're automatically losing.
In a weird way, I think that this is our prize. This
It's not a great prize.
I'm not.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not buying or selling.
sorry.
I'm not buying or selling. I'm just saying.
I've seen
I think this
the
is
hoodies.
it.
I would take the hoodie.
Yeah, the hoodies are sick. The hoodies are sick.
Okay, well, while we're waiting for our lobby to get set up and all of our creators to get in, we've been talking about them a lot, so let's go check in with the duo, Onset and Gaskin, and see how they're feeling about today.
I have the dynamic duo with me here. You generally see them yapping behind the desk. Do they have what it takes to put that into action, or are they just all talk? Now, out of both of you, Onset and Gaskin, who do you think's going to win?
Me. I have to back myself, right? You have to back yourself. You have to.
I mean, you have to back up yourself there, and I don't think you're going to take that attitude, are you?
I'm always Mark's duo. I'm his support, so I think he's also going to win. I'm not going to help him, but I just know he's an aggressive player, and he usually needs me. That's all I'm saying.
Well, make sure you cheer them on because they're usually behind casting, but now they get to play. Back to you guys. We're going to get this thing started.
Listen, was it just me, or did Dan look taller there next to Mark?
He did look a little bit taller.
Taller than Mark?
No.
No, next, like in that situation, I
They
think Mark looked a little
similar
shorter,
height.
honestly.
I am wondering if maybe they gave him the box. not to break the fourth wall here, but we do have a box for certain people of certain heights to stand on.
Luckily, I don't need it today.
Yeah, luckily you got it.
Okay, no. Also, though, from that interview, I feel like Gaskin was already playing mind games. You heard Mark say it,
He was.
trying to say that Mark's definitely going to win, obviously.
Yeah, he's obviously going to win, but then he threw in at the end there, I'm always his support. He needs me.
He wasn't lying.
Yeah, but that feels like a dig.
Yeah,
That's
I
like
mean,
saying you're going to push and die. and I'm not gonna be there.
and I bet at this point, Onset's probably in his head. He's like, do I need him?
Exactly,
Do I need him
that was the
alive? Like,
point.
is he trying to
Self-doubt.
help me? Yeah. It's all started before the game, but the game has actually started. So fair play. Everybody's starting to land right now, and we're gonna get our first look at the game in just a few seconds, right here in good old Kings Canyon, where it all began.
And everyone at home, you'll notice that the area that they're playing on for the map right now is obviously a significantly smaller portion of Kings Canyon as we jump straight on board with Graceful.
You know what I noticed is that Graceful is the champion. Loading into this match,
That's fair.
That I noticed, and it looks like not entirely alone. KH is actually right next to Siki, who's outside, so Skulltown already a happening place.
We also have a potential contest over the Caustic Bunker. I think they split up, but at first they were all right next to each other.
I do notice that Graceful and Onset are very close to each other on that northern side of the available circle right now, so that could potentially end up being a fight.
Meanwhile, we've got Vicky, Gaskin, and a few others all out in Bunker Town, the no-name POI just outside of the tunnel.
She hears him.
Oh my god. Literally the highlight
they're on
behind the
top of each
door
other.
as well. And Graceful found Onset.
And he has an R9. The OG R9, the gun to be using. With a Digi threat.
He's not.
I forgot about it.
This is all going to be Gaskin's fault here if Onset does go down.
Oh my
Meanwhile,
god. How many nades do you have?
where did he find these?
How many nades do you have? Oh my, wait, but on the other side, is that purple shields?
Oh, he did get purple. Reminder for everyone,
That's actually big. Wait, never
Apex
mind.
Legends.
Graceful's 75 HP. Graceful peaks. Graceful needs one more shot. That takes him down.
What?
Mark!
He's cheesing so hard. He killed the pro.
Look at his health. Gets away with barely any HP.
Oh, here comes the third party.
Takes out Graceful.
Oh, there.
Yeah, that's fair.
There we go.
That's fair.
That was close. That was, well, not as close actually as
Graceful's going to be thinking about that for a long time, though.
He'll be thinking about it till next match at least. That's when they'll be back.
Meanwhile, we've got Vicky, Dunk, Gaskin, and I think at least 1 or 2 creators in this area as well.
Vicky's already got a kill too.
Wait, who did she take out?
I missed that.
Did Gaskin die? I don't even see him on the map. I think Gaskin might have died. And Vicky dies.
Very nicely done.
We're starting off early and often, and I'm loving this. I asked for contests, and I mean, I'm kind of getting it.
To be fair, Tangleoya just really absolutely owned that 1v1.
By the way, I do want to take this moment to remind everyone that in OG Apex, you do not have Evos. You do have to loot your armor. So
Yeah.
there is a bit of an RNG factor off drop, as we saw with that purple armor from Onset.
Yeah. That purple actually, it might get passed down from player to player. The blue for Dunk is actually going to be a small advantage, but R99 in his hands, that is a great opener. I think you've got this kill. Tangleoya going to go down.
Yeah, and he
That was
absolutely
brutal.
clean. Wait, was that some BM that we just saw?
just to start things off, we've got Euryce here near Ma being one of our members of Sim. Being near Euryce is terrifying.
Absolutely, but he looks locked in. If you look at the player cam, that man, majestic when it comes to his musical talents. Can he be majestic with his aim? Some are wondering. He's got a scout. He has a wingman, my personal favorite gun
Yeah.
from the OG days. I miss
Isolate.
it. Devs, bring it back.
Ooh!
Isolated 1v1. Well, on the low ground, going to be taken down by Obo with the Prowler. It's a quick kill for a Pathfinder, but you already know that there are a couple people in this area. We mentioned the north end of the map was getting crowded. KH going to take down Hendy in the meanwhile. And Siki with purple armor playing around Gauntlet is going to grapple on forward. Has the high ground, has a health advantage.
Nice.
Manages to connect those last 2 shots to take out Asuka Kojima.
And also the kill leader now with 3 kills for Siki, so feeling pretty good on that Pathfinder as some shots do come in now that she's drawn attention.
And unfortunately for her, we do have 3 other players that were attracted by that. One being a Bloodhound, which I don't know if they realized Bloodhound in the early days wasn't great, as we see a lot more Pathfinder and Wraith, but you do have to respect the pick. Maybe it's them sandbagging to try and flex on the lobby.
Now, we've got quite a few creators that are going to be caught here on this edge, having to force their way in and then start to fight with pretty much nobody where the zone is shifting in Relic.
Yeah, I mean, there's so few players at this point that just going and finding kills, actually not that bad. Jumbo's running around. He's already collected a kill so far, but he's walking into another player.
Oh, and he has a mastiff. What just
Silent.
happened there? Oh no, Hanjo!
Hanjo was lost. Not much you can do there. This wingman's actually working for Jumba. He's got time to heal as well. A portal for safety, but he's going to end up going for the shield swap on Hanjo's body. Rotate's coming in soon as this circle is going to push he and React Nice together. Reloading the thick Mastiff that we've got at this point in the game. Jumps into the void for a second. Can Jumba survive? Playing off the low ground, he and React Nice have split up.
I see why he was in BLGS now, okay? He's not doing so bad.
Well, I mean, we'll see. It is only game 1. He got a Mastiff. That feels like a little bit of luck to me. Also had a purple armor before he did swap, so I don't want to speak too soon and start
Oh,
dancing.
that's a rough choke, though. Jumba's right behind React Nice, so that could potentially be a fight here for Jumba.
Yeah, he should have
he's
his
gonna
Wraith
get
Q
beamed.
back.
Wait, he's not getting beamed. He's barely getting hit.
Yeah, that was...
This is huge. Wraith hitbox for the win, and he gets a purple armor out of the sky.
What?
That's reportable, actually.
Streamer loot is what that is.
That's
Yeah, okay.
reportable.
Who did that?
Rigged this.
Yeah,
Who rigged
someone did that. He gets away, escapes React Nice, goes for a wider rotate, has only got one other player in his vicinity who he knows is there.
It's Rabbit God right in front of him. Jumbo will get to keep going. We're heading in towards Skulltown. Oh my gosh, Euryce is down.
Which is interesting because he was the only person in Relic, so I guess he finally met his match. Some tough shots out of Jumba there.
Rapid cuts on Bangalore.
Oh, pushing it. Oh, Jumba!
I think that's just Mastiff diff,
That is,
unfortunately.
I mean, realistically, you're right, but it looked very good.
He did play his angles well, I'll give him some credit, but that Mastiff hits like a truck.
Yeah.
Well, he survives to see
Wow.
another day, moves into the zone, had KH looking his way. Now they separate, and he's got a little bit of cover to get those heals off. So Jumba is looking real pretty. I'm just saying here, Jayhawk.
Again, I think, you know, rigged. Purple armor fell from the sky. How much more do we really need to see before we start questioning what's happening here?
Mon danger against Siki. Remember, Siki was our kill leader earlier. Maz got yet to collect a kill, but is holding a nice angle with a grenade in hand as well, so definitely knows how to defend these pipes. Siki playing the other one, so a little bit of high ground outside of Relic.
I do think the slow approach is interesting here. I think you need some confidence. You do get 3 points per kill, and so
True.
although you could maybe get a win, if you don't have a lot of kills, you could be falling behind rather quickly. So I do hope to see him get a little more aggressive.
They'll probably be forgetting that as soon as they get into a fight. That's like not something
True.
they're probably focusing on.
Jumba, though, getting another interaction on the outer edge with Obo. Actually, no, Obo with KH, the man who slayed Yuri's Jumba with that Mastiff, though, against Siki, who did have a really good loot at the beginning of the game. Purple armor, purple attachments across her 301.
This Mastiff is putting in overtime for Jumba.
Just saved his life there. Otherwise, she would have pushed.
Yeah, absolutely. Even right now, Siki's playing pretty conservative. I think just knowing that she got the early kills, doesn't want to mess with anything, but Jumba taking high ground is a little awkward, especially with this many Pathfinders in the lobby. You get cracked, things get very interesting and not necessarily in a good way. KH looking down has found Jumba as well.
All of our,
To our final 6.
I gotta say, all of our players finally made their way into safety too.
I know. There was only
Dude,
like
does
one or
somebody
two
go for the drop? Oh!
It's just the Mastiff. I really do want people to think back to the early days of Apex Legends because that Mastiff can just one-tap anyone. It is one of the, it might be the greatest gun in Apex Legends history. They had to nerf it. It's never been as good since then. But having it is a little bit nostalgic to just see people get destroyed.
Yeah.
I feel like your Mad Jump is doing well.
I think you're coping, actually.
I'm salty. I am pretty salty. I'm gonna be honest. That's my boy, but I'm salty.
Oh.
He's trying to see if anybody's going for that drop right there. If anybody wants the care package, but no one's gonna touch that right now.
I bet.
We should go there.
I bet it's got a Mastiff.
What if he gets double?
Another
instead?
one?
Yeah, you should go for it. I'm really wishing, or hoping, I think is a better word, that we get somebody with a Turbo Devo at some point in these matches. We've seen a lot of Wingman. I also miss the heavy ammo Wingman, but Turbo Devo went incredibly hard.
That would be fun. Would be fun. Now we're top 4 here, and we've got Ma and Siki kind of just waiting each other out here in this pipe. They're gonna have to move eventually as soon as this closes in 15 seconds, with Jumba still on height and Obo waiting on the other side of the zone. So
I'm a little surprised we haven't seen more Peacekeeper. I wonder if players are just not finding it, but if I recall, the Peacekeeper was really dang good back in the day.
Here we go. I like this portal out. You have to get safe somehow. The problem is that Ma's portaling from Siki right into Jumba. This care package is still untouched. Ma seems to have found a little corner of safety for the moment. Gotta look out, make sure your back is clear as Siki's gonna push up on this. Ma 1v1ing Siki. Loses most of the blue shields. Doesn't have any ability to escape on Wraith anymore, and despite doing 90 damage, will fall. Siki, slow and methodical in that approach. Both these players respecting each other quite a bit.
I do want to point out that Siki does have the Skull Piercer on the Wingman. That can be an absolute game changer. Big headshot damage if she can land it.
Jumba still looking down on everybody as Siki makes a move in for the care package. Does get it, and is not really punished all that much for it either. Jumba slacking up there.
Did get some nades there. I do wonder what it was, because she didn't take them as a gun.
Oh, it's an L-Star.
It's an L-Star, yeah.
Okay, that's big. Jumba drops down. Jumba claims another kill. Obo is down as well. It's the last two, Siki versus Jumba in our final ring. L-Star versus Mastiff. Arcstar not good. It's the Mastiff. It's the Mastiff, and Jumba takes the first win.
Wow, the whole
I
booth
feel like
looking
it's
real
scripted.
happy.
I feel like it's scripted.
By who, you?
By somebody else. I'm the person who came in trying to talk trash about the kid, and all of a sudden he goes out there, gets a Mastiff, and wins the first game with like 7 kills.
That's crazy. I saw, dude, I swear to God.
I thought you were gonna get a stick.
Dude, I swear she was full health.
Yeah,
Like, I
y'all called it
swear
cope. The Mastiff can do 200 with one bullet. 200. You can call it cope, but I know how gross that thing is.
I really thought he was about to get stuck too, so.
If he doesn't land that shot, he dies.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe it's kind of a clutch teams. I don't know.
Dang,
Where
Jumba.
was that BLGS?
Dang, Jumba. Well, you should have given him the Mastiff at BLGS.
There
okay?
was no one-tap Mastiff in the game.
Sorry, yeah, I meant the OG Mastiff.
If only BLGS was in Launch Royale, then maybe, just maybe, he could go pro.
To be fair, we saw a lot of good out of a bunch of our players here. Ma alive, all the way to top 3. Siki was dominating for a really large chunk of that. We saw the most epic initial battle between Mark and Graceful.
I just want you to know that Mark's already giving Graceful a hard time in chat. That's already happening.
He said, how much high ground do you want? Were you nervous?
Wow! Wow! Graceful, you can't let that stand.
He said, it's okay if you were.
You can't.
I would be too.
This is going to turn into a reading of the chat transcript for the lobby.
I will say that that is one part of general ALGS, BLGS, any custom Apex lobby that should be public. I understand why it's not, but it's very funny.
Some of our pros like to say some things that maybe shouldn't be public.
Well,
they're entertaining for sure.
they're entertaining.
I'm talking about you, Monsoon. You're one of those individuals.
Maybe they should be anonymized.
Yeah. Well, then we would just know, like, okay, when that message happened, that was probably Monsoon.
Yeah,
That's a safe bet.
All right, hold on. While we're getting ready for match number 2, which, by the way, everybody home, don't forget, we're switching to TDM for that second match. While our players are getting ready, we have Ryan standing by with Junichi Kato, one of our co-streamers.
ジュニチカトさんと一緒にいらっしゃってですね、ショーマッチに参加してくださっていかがでしたでしょうか。
そうですね、試合の内容も結構良くていい成績を残したんですけど、やっぱ皆さんとね一緒にプレーできたっていうことが一番嬉しいです。楽しかったです。
So he played the show match and he's actually really excited that he was able to play with his teammates and share the experience together. そしてこの場にいられてもうすごいでかい会場で Apex やることができてどういう気持ちなのでしょうか。
そうですね、普段は家の小さい部屋の中でやらせてもらってるんですけど、こういった光栄なことにこんな大きい球場の中でやらせていただいてすごい楽しいです。
ですよね、本当に有名でしか見れない光景ですよね、ここは。So I asked him what it's like to play in this massive arena, and he said that it's absolutely a very, very unique and special experience in comparison to just playing at home in his tiny rabbit house bedroom. So there we go. で、最後にゲーム見つけて人生がどう変わりましたか。
小さい頃はほとんどゲームとかやってなかったんですけど、Apex を始めて、Apex やその他のゲームを始めて、皆さんにたくさん見ていただいて応援していただけるような人生になったんで、本当に感謝してます。はい。
So I asked him how his life has changed since he found gaming, and he said that, since he started picking up games, and especially Apex, people have come into his life and started supporting his movements, and he's internally grateful to these people that have made his life changed forever. So that's it from me here. Hope you enjoyed that. He had fun, having fun. I know you're having fun too. I'll see you for the next one.
Thank you so much, Ryan, for chatting with one of our co-streamers. We've got so many fun people here, and that's such a good question to ask them, because when is the time that any of us really are ever going to be playing in a location like this? I mean, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It is. I will not be playing today, but after having seen that first match, I understand why. I probably am not going to do that to a whole lobby. And Jumbo with 30 points now to start off in the lead. And of 4 games, this is a pretty big lead to have.
Like, dang, Jumbo. I mean, that means he was able to get
6 kills.
Yeah, because the 12 points for his
Yep.
placements as well. Good job with the quick math there, Jayhawk. That's what you're here for.
Yep, talk about my quick maths.
Fantastic.
It is a big lead, but at the same time, with those 3 points, if another player can absolutely pop off when it comes to the KP, they could catch up.
Say someone like Zeke, who actually.
Not far behind.
Listen, maybe I think I'm looking at the other side here, and we're gonna need maybe Graceful to do a little catch up here.
I am surprised that both Urice and Graceful are down at the bottom. I thought those are probably the best 2 players in this lobby. We'll see if they can pick it up.
I think we saw Urice actually playing a little bit more conservatively than I would have thought Urice would have gone for.
Yeah.
So we'll probably, now that he knows how all this is working, change it up. But also, we're going to TDM next, so we'll have to see. But before we get into TDM, I am excited because this is an opportunity for you to have to listen to how this all went down here, Jayhawk, because we have Lace standing by, ready to chat with Jumba. So let's see how that goes.
Yes, I am here with the winner, Jumba. Now, Jumba went in with one mission, and that was to beat Dunk, but somehow has won the thing overall. Jumba, you've got some fans in the crowd. Anything you want to say to them?
I mean, that's what I do it for. I do it for the fans, but that was electric. That was so much fun, and I do take back a little bit what I said about Dunk. I couldn't have done it without my 2 booth mates and the emotional support they gave me, but like I said, I was locked in. I was ready for that.
Dunk, you got anything to say now that he's talked a little bit of smack about you and then obviously won?
Nah, I believe in a Jumba supremacy at this point, so I'm just here as support until the day he's crowned victor.
And Graceful, what happened?
Dude, Onset got purple armor and wingman off the rip, dude, and he's on roller. I mean, I'll bring it back in TDM where there's no RNG and it's raw skill. Okay, I'll be back.
I mean, all I'm hearing is washed up. No, great job, Jumba! Congratulations. Obviously, they've got to move into another one. There's still more to go. But guys, sit down, get ready, buckle up. You've got more competition. Back to you, casters at the desk.
All I'm hearing is washed.
That was savage.
That is brutal.
Oh, man. Lace! You had to
There's
do
a
it to
reason
him.
you're on that desk, boy.
You know how many mean things Graceful has said to Lace in the green room?
How many?
0.
Literally
Nothing.
negative.
Completely undeserved. Completely undeserved.
This is why these showdowns are so fun. Okay, everybody gets to loosen up a little bit, have a good time. We'll take a look back at some of the highlights here from that first match. And of course, we're starting with the Graceful Onset fight. Better view here, though, Jayhawk.
Absolutely. Onset was
Look at
1 health. That was incredible. This is probably maybe... Oh, no. I thought this was the fight where Vicky got her kill, but it wasn't. There's that replay of Siki getting her first.
I mean, this was pretty ludicrous. I'm glad we get to see that angle as well, because 200 damage in 2 shots with the Mastiff is... Oh, my
What did I tell you?
This is a Mastiff highlight
cool.
reel.
I want to know how much damage he ended up doing at the end of that.
We're sponsored by Big Mastiff.
with just the Mastiff.
Wouldn't be
Not-
surprised if it was on this.
Okay, wait, okay. I actually want to see the last fight. I swear she's full HP.
Well, do we get it? We get Jumbo's POV?
Yeah, just
10 health?
I
And
want to see
he's
the number.
so low.
Look at the number.
Oh, is she just a... Oh, the 144 to the head.
144.
If she just
144.
didn't peek, you might have died to that nade. I gotta say, though, that is a championship level celebration. I am proud of the boy after all my trash talk. I gotta give him some props there. That's what I want to see. A lot of our competitors across this tournament honestly need to be taking notes, because some of these teams have been winning games and they sit there and give a little quiet fist bump. You just won a game in Japan.
I was fascinated by Synetics when FaZe won earlier today. He just sort of like lay back and put his arms out like he was bathing in glory.
I mean, that's also fair too.
Yeah,
I'm
that's pretty good.
Calling out the teams that give almost no celebration as if they didn't win the game.
Oh yeah.
Give me some sort of emotion.
He likes the
something.
personality. He
Work.
wants it. Something fun. That's why we need more dances, is what you're saying.
I will say, I
ready.
think there's a power if you're in like the long form tournament. I think there's a power in being completely unfazed during group stage and just,
Dio wants
you know what?
stoicism.
Yeah, check the boxes. In finals,
You're still doing
in finals, a lack of reaction is unacceptable.
Yeah, I mean, but
And
teams are going to
here.
do it.
And here.
And here.
Well, in finals, I do respect it because it's like you're ice cold, you're locked in.
Okay,
you know,
now this is
we still have games to win, especially if it's like early. But if it's like groups, you know, this is time to have fun, have some energy, get it all out there.
Okay, I like it. I like it. I see the perspective. I see the perspective.
Although in finals, I do want big. Like if you win a big game, I do want you to go crazy, especially if you like hit match
Dude,
point.
games like today?
Yeah,
Games
yeah.
like today were nuts.
Yeah, speaking of today, if you guys somehow happen to miss that elimination bracket round 1, Orglis and Hungry had an insane performance. Go back and check that out. Nabbing that top spot, followed by Luminosity Gaming and GHS Professional. Go check out which of our squads made their way through and stayed alive in the competition. For now, we're trying to see who's going to stay alive in TDM. We're switching up the game modes here. Don't forget 1 point per kill, up to 149 points. And we've broken up all of our players on stage into 2 12v12 teams. We're going to be going straight into Monument first.
Does this list tell me who's on what team?
This is the top here.
One
Top
team,
row is one team,
another
bottom
team?
row is the other team. So
Okay.
yes, it does. You have
Okay.
all of the information
This-
in here
Oh, perfect.
as well. And you will notice there that Onset, Gaskin, and Vicky are on a team against Graceful, Dunk, and Jumba.
Also,
And Eureese as
we're,
well.
And Eureese.
we're also changing things up quite a bit because this isn't launch. This is the launch royale TDM.
Yes.
This is now modern Apex
Yes.
in a TDM. But later we're gonna go back.
Look at this
The launch rate.
style. Look at these skins too that some of these people, I'm loving this.
Yeah, we won't see any Wraith, unfortunately, as she's not as good as she was in the launch round mode. But we do get to see a little bit more diversity of characters,
Yeah, big
which
time.
I am looking forward to.
I saw. We've got Ash,
Yeah, we got Ash. Well,
Maggie,
had Ash.
Alter,
an Alter, yeah.
Mirage, Horizon.
Love it.
I'm
Mirage
surprised.
is actually
Fuse is in there?
nuts here.
I am surprised we don't have more Horizons considering we're at Monument.
Now this is going to be fun because, like Graceful said, this is just chaos based on skill, okay? It's not about looting, it's just about running and gunning.
Hey, I mean, you say that Graceful did die like almost immediately, so.
I was going to let that go. I was going to let that go.
Listen, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but then you started talking about Graceful, and I was like, well, you know, if we're gonna start talking about it.
I do find it somewhat interesting that everybody immediately gathered to the building known as Streamer Building. All the creators were like, yeah, that's where we like to go.
Yeah. Eureese, very comfortable in this building, for sure.
Absolutely. Especially on those zip lines.
And Siki already on top as well. Siki terrified in the last game. Wonder what she can do this time. Flatline RE45, and you hang around for long enough, those will level up, and you'll get the real 45s react nice, picking up kills with the Akimbo P2020s, and he's sneaking behind a Bloodhound.
You guys will be able to keep track of the score right on the top of your screen as well to see blue versus orange, who has more kills here, or red.
I am somewhat surprised that Red has taken a very early lead, despite the fact that we were hyping up Eureese, Graceful, Jumba, Dunk, all on this team. It's Vicky Gaskin and Onset's team that's going crazy.
I will point out, though, on that team, it's Voxroot, 5 kills already.
Already almost 1,000 damage as well. Voxroot going absolutely nuts.
That Octane movement really helps out.
Rabbit got up there, Yuchi up there, Tangloya up there. I mean, Gaskin up at 3 now, too. They've got a little bit more aggressive top half of their team right now.
And I'm looking at some of these names. These are the people that did qualify. So to your point earlier that our qualifiers might be some of the heavy hitters, they are showing out in this TDM to start off.
Yeah, really working for him. Really working for him. I don't know how well it'll continue to cook. We got about 12 minutes left in the match, but something tells me that I do not think we'll be reaching there with the pace of the lobby so far.
Agree. I agree with that. You can just see Voxer, again, we got a little bit of a POV this time, putting in work as the Octane. Honestly, Octane's kind of perfect for this.
Oh my gosh, with the Havoc too. Sorry, that was really rough. That was really rough.
Pain.
Yeah. I mean, I know the feeling, and it sucks.
Do you really? Are you not good with the Havoc?
Of loot, I mean, I'm good with the Havoc, but like I've played the game for several years. I've lost a gunfight with the Havoc. It's not.
Jayhawk doesn't lose gunfights.
No, never. I've actually never lost a gunfight. That's why they don't let me in Pro League. They're a little suspicious.
Makes a lot of sense. That's why you're on the desk.
That's why I just analyze, because obviously I know all the right answers when it comes to the fights.
Yeah, true.
I do find it interesting, though. We do have a good assortment of guns that the players have picked. I thought, usually when I play TDM, it feels like there's one specific class people gravitate towards, but instead we're getting a good variety.
Rabbit got pushing up to make sure that that care package was not about to be used in any way, shape, or form.
Onside, no! Cooked alive in streamer building. That was rough. This spot from Shohei is actually very nice. Up on top of these, of this train station. There we go. Haven't had to use those words in a while. Oh, I almost forgot. I know I forgot it. When I was trying to learn Japanese earlier, I learned the word for train station, and now I can't remember it.
You'll get it back. You'll get it back. You think about it. Let me know when you got it. By the way, everybody, Shohei, another one of our sim members participating here in this showdown. Things have started to even up a little bit here in the points as well. Blue bringing it up to 34, Red now on 47, and continuing to get more kills, cutting that deficit.
The blue team making a little bit of a comeback. They were a lot further down, but now they've brought it to within 8. The damage numbers for both teams are looking pretty identical. It's just down to Red was able to finish their kills, while Blue does need to make up some ground.
Jumba kind of cooking, not gonna lie.
He's doing all right. 3 kills. Doing all right. Doesn't have a Mastiff, though. On the other team, though, Rabbit God and Voxroot are still carrying. They have 20 kills between the two of them combined.
Well, and to be fair, on the other side, Graceful and Urice are the top 2 on Team Blue.
As expected.
We were asking.
This is the bounce back that Graceful needed after that savage comment from Lace. I hope they do another interview and he can talk some smack. Although he would probably need to win to get that, so.
There's a shot. 48 to 54 is super close. Voxroot pushing onto the roof is going to get the kill. Nice job. Dunk going to lose control of the roof as well, so now the Voxroot has this. Oh, never mind. Thought we were going to hold on to it, but we're not. We're jumping straight into the fray.
More important to just keep moving, keep hunting down those kills here, Dia.
It's true.
Absolutely. If you take control of the building, all that means is that there's nobody else left for you to kill there, so you got to run to the action. You got to make sure the blue team cannot catch up.
Vicky just got 2 kills as well.
Yeah, Vicky picked up a couple there. Helped out the red team once again. Trying to keep them ahead. There's now a 14-point difference between the two teams.
10 points left for red. KH is not going to be doing much from up here. On Ash, that is not the move, unfortunately. Likely going to have to get down soon. But I do appreciate that there's like some territory control going on, but now we're at 6 points. 5 points left for red team. Vicky looking for another one, and she gets it. That's 4 points left for red team.
Vicky doing a great job controlling the low ground inside of this train station.
3.
Kind of patrolling back and forth.
2.
Just had to find
what just happened?
1. And red team takes the first TDM. And look at the top of their leaderboard. Rabbit got 14 kills. Voxroot 13 kills. Gucci 10 kills. Gaskin at 7. They did a great job. Almost 3K damage on those top 2 as well.
Yeah, Rabbit and Bucci, 2 of our qualifiers. So once again, Dia, that point was spot on. I do wonder, were they TDMing to qualify? Because if so,
I don't think so, but like,
well, they found the TDM demons.
Yeah.
Because that's 27 kills if we do it.
Pretty sure they 1v1 to qualify. I haven't played it yet.
Well, I mean, that works in TDM.
It
so
does.
You got to win your ones.
Yeah. I mean, clearly very, very good players.
Vicky and Onset are once again in the in-game chat. Dang, Graceful doesn't want to play with us. Wow, he's already hiding? Crazy. It's payback time.
So much Mac talk. I would expect nothing less from all of our co-casters, honestly.
Yeah. You don't put everybody in a room together for several days, several times a year.
For several years.
Yeah, and expect them not to just have some biting things to say to each other, honestly. Slightly hurtful things to say to each other.
Keeping them all on their toes
Maybe they
here.
should take back.
All right. But now I think that they know who the TDM demons are. They're going to be paying attention to that next time around.
Yes.
Because...
oh my god, next time we're in Skulltown.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's going to be sick.
Yes. Do y'all know how the scoring works in terms of this and the solos? Do we combine points, or what's going on there?
There's 3 different winning categories.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I believe it's most kills.
Across both solos?
I think so.
Okay.
Most assists. And
which most assists would just be the TDMs. Can't get an assist by yourself.
right.
Yeah.
Right. I think. And then maybe most damage? I don't remember. We'll double check. Just kidding. Most headshots. It's literally right in front of me. Good job, Dia.
I got you.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Highest points, most assists, most headshots.
Highest points is interesting. So I wonder if like just if you win in the TDM, you like get a flat amount of points.
Yeah.
Or if
The
it's,
TDM,
like, based on
you were
how
getting
much you're-
1 point per kill in TDM.
You individually get
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Do we know how much they got for the win? Or do they get points?
I don't think they get points for the win. I think it's just kills.
These are their kills.
So like we were saying, Rabbit got in Voxroot at the very top with those 14 and 13 kills. And I mean, impressive showing for that first run of TDM. The fact they were both on the same team really, really helped out the Red Squad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do want to say, although Graceful and Yuri are at 4 and 5, I do think they need to step up a little bit for their team, as these Japanese qualifiers put on a show.
Absolutely.
I think they got to carry a little bit more of the workload from top. Oof, I just spotted down on the right side. Jumbo,
no.
unfortunately, after that win.
Wow.
yeah.
15th place
Wow.
in total kills.
That is
Only
rough.
4.
That is rough. You know why? No Mastiff.
No Mastiff. And y'all said it was Kobe.
Well, he's going to get it back as an option now as we head back into Legacy.
True.
So
Very true. On to World's Edge this time, though. I am very interested to see where the zone goes.
that launch
Yeah.
royale.
It starts significantly smaller.
Yes.
For those of you that were paying attention during the first round.
But with Kings Canyon, of course, we have to go to Relic. I don't know
Yeah.
if that was predetermined or if that's just where it went. If that was RNG, bless up.
Yeah, I think technically RNG, but I agree. It's like if you're gonna go there once, you know.
Where would y'all want the zone to go on World's Edge? Can I
World's
interest you
Edge.
in a skyhook, perhaps?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Because I don't want that many buildings.
Think about it.
I wish
Zip
you could like
lines.
revive old World's Edge and then grab some of those.
Capital City?
yeah.
I miss Capital City.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. Tree's not bad actually. Tree could be fun.
What if we just go full chaos? Once again, Monument.
Yeah, just.
I wouldn't mind like Countdown
Why?
because you get a little bit of cover.
Sure.
If because you said Skyhook.
Yes.
That's a lot of buildings.
Exactly.
And that's similar to what we just got in the TDM.
Yes.
I'm trying to change it up a little bit, where if you still want some inside options, you have it, but you also have a massive open area where everyone could just be running around.
I want guerrilla warfare. I want teams out there, team solos out there. I want them to just be all in their little buildings, navigating between each other, trying to avoid all the rats.
And we
That's
should have
what
got
I
the
was-
E-District.
Yeah, 100%.
That would have been fun.
100%.
Imagine an energy banquet. Right.
That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good, and statistically likely based on the E-District
Where they've
maps
been.
that we've seen. Yeah.
Yes.
Seems like we are very frequently going through to Energy Bank. Just a little ways off for our players to get loaded up into the next lobby.
All right. Well, we've been talking about the Malakai, so while we're waiting for our next Launch Royale match for match number 3, Ryan Hart is hanging out with one of the members of Sim, so we're going to be getting on over there as soon as they are ready. I'm actually excited to chat with them because I want to know what it is like to just be a fan of a game that you love and then end up at that game's event, not only to then play the game on the massive stage, but then perform.
Yeah,
Come
I mean, to be a massive part of Apex Legends history.
Literally.
We haven't had an anthem ever for these events.
Like, it's incredible.
Yeah,
So-
I'm very excited about the fact that we finally have one.
I think that this is going to be, and we keep saying it, and it's not a think, it's a no, that it's going to be the best champs, the best ALGS event we have ever had. So excited to get their thoughts on literally everything we were just talking about. And like I said, Ryan is standing by with Ma from Sim.
I'm here with Ma as 2 rounds of the show match have concluded. And I want to ask him a little bit about his history with Apex Legends. Ma 様、Apex Legends の経歴をちょっと教えていただけますか？どのぐらいプレイされてますか？
シーズン6からなので、多分4年か5年ぐらいやってます。はい。
So from season 6, he's played for about 4 or 5 years, he said. My second question is, of course, they're going to play Champions tomorrow, the new song, and I want to know how this collaboration came about. 明日歌ってくださる「チャンピオンズ」という曲ですが、どういうふうに作られたのでしょうか？
最初は EA から、SIM のある曲をここで演奏してほしいっていう風なオファーをもらったんですけど、でもだったら新しいものを作ってこのもっと特別な日にしたいっていう風に思って今回「チャンピオンズ」っていう曲を書いて。
かっこいいです。
はい。
かっこいいですね。So originally they were offered to perform an already existing song that they have, but he thought, well, the band together thought that, you know, this is a very special occasion and we want to make it memorable for all the attendants, all the attendees that are going to be in-house. So they literally created a brand new song just to perform here for you guys live in the dome and watching at home. It's absolutely incredible. Really, really nice touch. Are there any nerves though? You know, we know he's good on the stage performing, but what about playing games? I'm going to find out. What can we expect from you on stage today, and is there a planned win for tonight? 最後にステージの演奏でもご経験はもちろんですが、ここで試合マッチはなんかなるとまた違うのではないでしょうか？緊張感はいかがでしょうか？緊張されたりしますか？
でも一緒にやってくれてるビッキーとか他の人たちもすごいフレンドリーにやってくれるので、緊張はしてたけど今リラックスしてできてるし、でも余計この選手たちへのリスペクトが増しますね。この場であんだけのパフォーマンスを毎回やってるんだっていうのは。はい。
勝つための必殺技とかでも何かありますか？
必殺技？もう最悪切断じゃないですか。
ウケる。